Okay, here goes then. Thanks everybody for joining. Get ready for the show. Well, you're all ready already. We're ready now is the point. And it's going to start in 3, 2, 1.
If you're curious or confused, get information or a pamphlet at most pharmacies or a health clinic. If you need help, see a doctor.
How bad can meth really be?
This is the Morning Stream with Scott Johnson and Brian Ibbett. Now, with 20% more ciliate hydroxide and erotic acid.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to TMS for Wednesday, May 5th. It's no longer that dumb Star Wars day. It's time for tacos. So get your tacos out.
It's Revenge of the 5th, Scott. Come on. Are you kidding me?
I forgot about that. And then somebody in the Tadpole or somewhere on Facebook, can't remember what it was, but somebody put up some meme where it's like, May the 4th be with you, and it's crossed out. And then Revenge of the 5th, crossed out. And then below that, a picture of the Mandalorian that says, "This is the May." It kind of made me want to kill myself, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's really shoehorned.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
It annoyed the hell out of me. But anyway, that was the thing. And today it's all about tacos and celebrating Cinco de Mayo. De Mayo.
That's right.
That's right. That's good. You got any big plans? I know your shirt has plans. I can tell that.
My shirt is doing more partying than I will. Yeah, we're making tacos tonight, but this is my it's really my Mexican holiday shirt. So this works for Cinco de Mayo. It works for Dia de los Muertos. I could probably wear it for Cesar Chavez Day. I don't know what day that is, but
is that a day? I didn't know that was a day.
I think it's a day.
Oh, can we celebrate that?
Cesar Chavez Day.
He's the guy. He made the salad, right? He's responsible for the Caesar salad.
Yes, it's okay. Julius Caesar Chavez.
Got it. Nailed it.
Yes. March 31st. I missed Cesar Chavez Day. I did not wear this shirt for Cesar Chavez Day.
Well, there's always Pablo Escobar Day or something like that. So look forward to
There
that.
is, yes.
Someone else said
Is
that
there really?
chat.
Is there a Viva Zapata Day?
I don't know. There ought to be. Let's celebrate everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
Aren't there weird?
Viva Zapata Day.
Plus, there's always weird, strange holidays. There's always something like if every day's got something dumb.
Well, Monday was support your favorite podcaster day or something like that.
Oh, well, that's nice. I didn't know about that. That's very nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
May 5th, according to this, is a number of holidays, not just Cinco de Mayo. We have National Astronaut Day. So if you go to your local astronaut, give them a little pat on the back.
And if you don't have one that lives close by, just wear a diaper and drive across the country drinking Red Bulls until you get to your favorite astronaut.
That's right. They make you fly. Then there's this one, National Cartoonist Day. I benefit from that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and here's the secret. So could Brian. He's actually very good. He just doesn't do it very often, but when he does, it's always good. National Science the Shame Day. What? Silence. Sorry, Silence the Shame Day. So no shame today, everybody. No shame. Okay, go everyone out with your wiener out. Let's go. No shame.
Yep. There we go.
It's also National Totally Chipotle Day.
What?
Is that Chipotle doing that? That's some kind of
It must be, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, Cinco de Mayo, they're going to try and plant their flag on that business. Like, it's just like they make in Mexico with long stainless steel rails for you to walk along. And
that sounds right. How about it's also National Hoagie Day. That seems contradictory to the
sure
to the
does.
Mexican
Cinco
food.
de Mayo business.
Yeah, and then finally, May 5th, known for National School Nurse Day. So, yeah. You had a nurse in school, right, growing up?
Sure, yeah. She was the best for getting out of tests, right? It's like, I need to see the nurse.
Did you ever have to go in there for anything? I'm trying to think if I ever had to go to the nurse. I broke my finger when I punched that kid. That was the only time. Well,
really? Yeah, I fell off a thing once. Blacked out for a little bit.
Oh, jeez. That's scary.
Like the top of a slide and at Edgewater Elementary School, and I don't remember much about that day. Other than I fell off the slide and had to go to the school nurse.
Were you out for a period of time? Like, couldn't account for a certain chunk of time or whatever?
I mean, it was still daylight when I came to, and it was daylight when I fell off the thing.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Didn't affect me none.
By the way, we're 1 day away from, I just want to get this out early, we're 1 day away from National Crepe Suzette Day. So.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah. Start planning now.
What's a crepe Suzette filled with?
I don't know, actually. What is that? I know it sounds like a fancy food that my grandma would make. It's like a 70s dish, right? Sort of.
Yes.
Looking it up.
Crepe Suzette. French dessert consisting of crepes with beurre Suzette, a sauce of caramelized sugar and butter, tangerine or orange juice, zest, and Grand Marnier, triple sec, or orange curacao liquor. On top, prepared in a tableside performance flambe.
Whoa. Brian, they had you
so
at...
basically, it's orange crepes on fire.
Yeah, they had you at the liquor part. Yeah, that's where
they did, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that they say Grand Marnier, triple sec, or orange curacao liquor. I like to think of it as and.
Yeah, why not both? I say.
Why not all three? Yeah.
Why not both? So you hear that, everybody? Both. I've trained it out myself. I've trained it out.
Both.
I don't say both.
I'm gonna do both with an F.
Both. All right. Both. I support your decision.
Sure, thanks. Crepe Suzette.
It's also national. Tomorrow is National Day of Reason. That's amazing. That's great. National Day of Reason.
National Day of Reason?
Yeah. Let's all figure out how to do that one. That's a good one.
Jeez. So that means everybody will get the vaccine tomorrow.
Yep. That'll be how it goes. You know what I can't understand? Sorry, vaccines. You just reminded me.
I'm not going to get the vaccine, Scott, but I'm also going to bitch and complain about them not opening everything up 100%.
Right. I'll do both. Why not both?
Yeah.
Both. I was going to say. What was I going to say to you? Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh no! Did I completely? Day of Reason, National Day of Reason, vaccine.
Oh, vaccines. So I don't understand this certain percentage of people who are getting the first shot and not following up for their second. That part, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even bothering? Like, it's not gonna. I mean, I guess there's some effectiveness, but it's way diminished and short. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't get it either. I know someone who got the first shot, got really sick from it, and was on the fence about getting the second shot, but still ultimately got the second shot because she knew it was the right thing to do. But she did get like multi-day sick from the first one.
Oh, that's why they were on the fence.
And that's why they were on the fence.
She's
like, yeah.
I have a family member
like,
who.
Yeah, you do. You need to get it. She's like, yeah, I know. I'll get it. But she was.
I have a family member who I think I told you about this. Ended up in the ER, couldn't breathe, having all these, like a real bad case of the actual disease like 6 months ago, and now is not sure they want to get the shot. And I said, well, you really should once your antibody time window ends. And they don't know if they want to do it. And I'm like, well, wait, you've been through this. You know how serious it is. Why wouldn't you want to? And they said, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't want to do that again. I'm like, well, I don't think it's exactly the same again.
And it's not a guarantee. It's like, okay, get the shot, be sick for a few days. Don't get the shot, be sick for a few days, possibly ending in death.
Yeah, and the one for the shot is all like a ruse anyway. You're not really sick. Right. You just think you are. So you'll be fine. And just get the thing and get the second one.
Shot.
Yeah, and get the second one. Do that.
Right.
All right. Quick, get off Facebook. I'm not saying he reads Facebook, but everybody get off of Zuckerberg's Hot or Not clone. Okay, get off of that.
Right.
And let's do something else.
The big dating app known as Facebook.
Yeah. Never forget. That's how that thing started. It was a Hot or Not ripoff, and I'll never quite understand how it grew from there. I really don't. And why it wasn't someone else, but whatever. Well done.
Well, that's all right. When we're done with Facebook, we can just hop on over to Donald Trump's new social media.
Oh, you mean that blog that he launched?
From the desk, yes. Donald Trump invented blogging from the desk of Donald Trump.
My only problem with that is that, like, it's not even him doing it. He launched a blog. Okay, great.
Yeah.
But all the news sources are going, a new communications platform from Donald Trump.
It's one-way communication from one person out to other people.
It's a blog.
You can't even reply to things.
No, you can't even do comments. It's like not even a good blog.
It's worse than a blog. Yeah.
I mean, it's so goofy. It's so goofy to me that everybody's going, oh, this is his new communications platform.
Right.
No, it's not. It's a freaking 2001 called and they want their live journal back. What are you doing?
That's right. Exactly. Yes.
All right. Oh, Brian, you sent me down a road there.
But there's no character limit. No character limit. I can say as much stuff as I want.
280. More like
no
5,000.
fact checking. No verification.
Oh, there is a limit. There's an upper limit. Why don't you fix that, losers?
Can we remove that, please? Remove the upper limit.
Oh my gosh, complaining about his 10,000 character MySQL limit or whatever he's dealing with.
Right.
All right. We got an email. I got to answer this because there's been a few people. May as well take care of it now. So it's issues are on the question of archives for the show. It used to be, the way I had it running was we had the most recent 200 episodes in the new feed, the feed that's the main feed. So when a new one goes on, one drops off. And those go to another feed that had thousands on it, which went all the way back to our first episode in 2011. And the idea there was, well, most people are going to want latest and then most recent archives. 200 feels generous. And then anything past that, they'd have this other feed, and they could get that too. They just have to go subscribe to it, and then they can get anything they want. And that was just kind of a way of managing bigger files. The RSS was getting kind of huge. Well, I have learned over time that there is a soft limit, call it a variable limit, because each of the players seem to handle it differently. But there's a bit of a limit to how big your RSS feed can be. I never really knew how big it could be. I've never really messed with it.
Well, and it's not a matter of like, it's a matter of file size. It's not a matter of how many elements on there. It's a matter of like how much, because I found this out. I do a ton of stuff show note wise for Coverville. There's like song title, album, artist, a picture of the album covered, blah, 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 right? And links to all that stuff on Amazon, iTunes, Bandcamp, wherever it is. So my show notes for just one show are pretty freaking huge, which means that after I get to about 50 episodes on my feed, it can break podcast clients.
Yeah, some clients just fart, right? They just lose their mind.
They just fart.
They
exactly.
Just fart.
They just throw up their hands and say, "Nope, This American Life."
Yeah, totally. And so similar problem, except the 200 seem to be going fine, and even the thousands seem to be going fine for a long time. But then suddenly everybody's apps started farting out last week, like bad, like crashing. Mm-hmm. Some would crash, some would just wouldn't see it. Like Overcast would just say, "I don't see anything here," and it wouldn't display anything. I want to say Downcast or something like that was crashing. Android's Google Podcasts app was having trouble. I don't know about Apple Podcasts. I think Apple Podcasts was like skipping episodes, like there'd be chunks missing. Okay. So it was all weird. Now, again, didn't affect the new stuff. That was all safe. It was the old one, this gigantic file with thousands of entries, which it does have to parse, and I guess every player's different, and maybe they cache it or whatever, but they gotta parse thousands of things every time you hit it.
Exactly.
And it's a nightmare. So I finally said, you know what, we can't do that anymore. So now what we have is the most 200 recent, and then the most 200 recent after that is the backup feed. Everything beyond that is in this ever ancient, forever ago file that I'm going to have to figure out how to organize. And maybe I'll break it all up into 200 chunks. I don't know. Because I'd like to make it available for people, but at some point it just becomes untenable and a nightmare to deal with. So I don't know how this is going to go. Yeah.
I'd love to figure out a really easy way to make it so that for Coverville, I have an RSS feed that's all the 2004 and 2005 episodes. Those two I can lump together. And then all the 2006 episodes, and then all the 2000. So you've got basically an RSS feed for each of those, and you just add it to your podcast client, like coverville.com/2012.rss or something like. There's some way to make it easy that they could just add it or have a link on the page or whatever.
Yeah, that would be really, really easy. Pops and Recrying says archive.org. That's the storage of the files isn't the problem. We're not talking about the MP3s. Not an issue. We're talking about a single file.
Thanks to Cachefly, CACHEFLY.com.
We're talking about just the single RSS XML file. And some of you are going, the what? I know it's all, whatever. It's our version of technobabble here on the show, but it's a thing, and I'm dealing with it, and I'll let you know. But it's the two most recent 200, so 400 episodes from current all the way back to the 400th and behind us, which I think is 2018, 19, whatever it is. That's all there. It's on the site like it always has been, and you don't have to change anything on your players. And those who are having trouble with the archive feed probably noticed that this fixed itself, but now you don't have access to 401 through, 1,000 or 2,000, whatever. So right. I'm working on that. I'm just letting you know it's all good. This email from G, which I didn't actually read.
We never actually got to it.
Yeah.
We talked about the point of the email, which is probably fine.
It's fine. Yeah, we kind of skipped over it. But basically, the email is asking what's up with all this. The August 2011 to February 2019 stuff is messed. That's why it's messed up. And
right.
if you're still subscribed to that, just know I'll figure something out. Okay? I don't know what yet, but something. If you really want that old stuff, and I'm surprised how many do, I'll get you hooked up. Okay? All right. Finally,
get y'all hooked up.
Hey, you know how yesterday it came up randomly, but you said something about the chicken tastes like wood, and I said,
the chicken tastes like wood. Weird.
Best rap song ever, and all that. What's the song? It's not Rapper's Delight. I always mix it up.
It's Bust a Move, isn't it?
Bust a Move. Where the chicken tastes like woods from which one?
You're going to a party or you go to a wedding. Blah blah blah. No, it's not chicken tastes. It's not Bust a Move. Is it Rapper's Delight?
Is it Rapper's Delight? Maybe I had it. Oh, yeah, it is. Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Okay, so it is.
Okay, all right.
So we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Here, check this out. We talk about that, and then last night, about 10, I hear the neighbor. We have the windows open because it's nice out, and I hear the winder. I hear the neighbor. I hear that winder. I hear the neighbor behind us putting his garbage cans away because our garbage day is on Tuesdays. And I hear him out there singing the lyrics to Rapper's Delight.
What?
Yeah.
The hip, the hop, the hip,
hop, and don't stop. And he actually got to the part where he said, and the chicken tastes like wood. And I couldn't freaking believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know if it was Tesla or who it was, but hats off to whoever had their headphones in listening to Rapper's Delight. That was awesome.
Nice. Did at any point, did he raise his hands in the air?
Like he didn't care?
Like he just didn't care.
I couldn't tell, but if I had to guess, just before grabbing the garbage can by the sides and moving it, he had his hands in the air where he didn't care. Just to show that he didn't care. That's what I think he did. So yeah.
Just to prove the fact that I don't care.
Yeah, that he doesn't care. And he really doesn't care. All right, we're going to call that.
No, he really doesn't.
Speaking of
cares about the environment. That's why he drives the Tesla.
They drive the Tesla. Nobody recycles styrofoam anymore. Where's all that going now? Then, if the styrofoam can't be
into landfills,
more golf courses. Like we need more of those.
More places for Harrison Ford to land.
Let's play this game. Hey, that music means it's time to welcome our good pal Brian Dunaway back to the program. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi. Hey, are you in the
Brian.
mood for some Tadpoley Feud today?
Nah, I don't guess so. I think I'm just going to hang out instead. Of course I am.
Oh, okay,
I'm
good.
always ready for some Tadpoley Feud.
You're always down to clown. I mean, I noticed you were in the link way before I was even today, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, I couldn't wait.
Yeah,
you got in there like 3 days ago.
Then,
you just been checking every morning.
and then Scott ruined it all by doing what parents usually do, which is like, it's like, I'm going to need you to take out the trash. I'm like, I was fisting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fisting to do it.
Yeah, fisting. He was fisting to do it. Yeah.
Fixing.
Okay. Oh,
I was just fixing to do it.
Fisting. Yeah, I heard
sure.
fisting, Brian. I heard
you do
fisting.
you.
You do you.
That's what you just said, right?
No judgment.
Why would you want to take it there, Ibbot?
Fist away. Fist away, no judgment, we're saying. That's what we're saying. All right.
Do you used to get mad about that, though, as a kid? Do you remember being a kid and being mad about your parents? You're like
all the time.
You're trying to plan your day. You got to watch your cartoons. You got to take out the trash. And about 5 minutes before you got to take out the trash, parents come along and go, "You going to take out that trash?" It's like, I was just about to do that, man.
Yeah.
Or Tina. Would you take out the kitchen trash? He's the trash man. He's coming tomorrow.
I didn't know she was eating.
Maybe you can put out that big blind from the back patio.
So why is she eat it from All in the Family all of a sudden?
That's a dead-on. That's exactly what she sounds like. That's a dead-on impersonation. There is absolutely no embellishment whatsoever.
Nope, that's her. I've heard her before. That was it. It may as well have been her. Hey, I don't. None of you have called in yet, which is weird. 801-471-0462.
Well, they heard about her fixing to do something.
I don't understand why you're not calling.
Yeah, we need a caller. So somebody call in, and everyone call Tina. That's a great
Everyone
idea.
call Tina.
Ooh, you're not gonna believe what Scott and Brian said.
Yeah, no kidding. We have more cool stuff to give away. Oh, we do have a caller. Hold on. Okay, let's find out who this lucky caller is. Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Amy, Red Fraggle.
Hello, Red Fraggle. Oh, we're always happy to have Amy call in. That's great. I'm not even sure I got her current prizes yet for the last time she won.
Right. Amy killed it last time.
Hey, Amy, what's...
I did. That's right.
Them to me.
That's right.
Yep, I got them.
Okay, good. Well,
what was the Muppet fart thing that you posted in the chat earlier?
Muppet fart.
Yeah, my favorite insult ever is shit speckled Muppet fart.
Shit speckled Muppet fart. I love it.
Wow, that's pretty good. You're okay if we use it? We can use that, right? It's open for use.
Well, I mean, I stole it from Deadpool, so but I assume so.
Oh, it's a Deadpool joke. I didn't.
Oh,
know
is
that.
it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like something he'd say. Well, excellent.
Amy murdered it in Jackbox the other day. She absolutely.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that was embarrassing for the rest
That
of us.
was
played that murder
so
game.
fun. Thank you so much for that. By the way, I don't think I've ever done that well in that game ever. It was super fun.
Oh yeah, it was great. You did really well in it.
I know. I can't wait for the next playdate so we can play more What the Dub too. Yeah. Jeez, that was a blast.
That game was great. They're patching it like crazy. There was like 2 or 3. I don't know
patches since. Yeah.
I don't know what was in there, but it seems like they're really active. So I'm excited to play more of it.
Can we petition
exactly
to have them?
Fair. I mean, I did get butt kazoo as a prompt.
You did get a butt kazoo.
Butt kazoo. Yes.
That was a gnarly one. Butt kazoo.
That was
butt kazoo. It was a drawing. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was gnarly. I couldn't believe you got that. That was nuts.
I
sorry,
couldn't
Brian.
believe how well you drew it.
Yeah, you were really good at drawing a butt kazoo. That's the part I can't get out of my head. Brian, we're going to play this game, but we can't do it without your tutelage on as to how it works.
You need instructions because, by golly, you've all got the memory of a goldfish. Yep. It's time to play the Tadpoley Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Amy, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you will get a prize package that includes a Frog Pants print pack and a signed piece of original art on TMS cardstock.
Right, and knowing that you just got a print pack, I will make sure that it's different. Has some
a different print pack.
Different print pack, yeah. I don't want to double up on you.
Awesome.
There. Yeah.
That's right. Anyway. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Hands on buzzers.
All right.
Or mice to click on the buzzer icon, whatever. You do what you have to do.
Yeah.
We asked the tadpole, 513 of them replied. Top 10 answers on the board. What's your favorite buddy cop duo?
Dang it,
Scott.
Dang it.
Well, he's drinking even.
Buddy cop duo.
Buddy cop.
No,
duo.
you got to be able to.
No, I'm ready. I got one. I got one.
And then think about it for 20 minutes.
I got it. Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash. Show me Tango and Cash.
Or Cash.
Shit. Gosh dang
By the way,
it.
that is just for reference, number 11.
Oh, just barely missed
just
it.
out of the top 10. Yes. Brian, if you name any cop duo, you'll have
any
this
cop
one.
duo. So it doesn't do I need to name the movie,
you can name
or do I need to name?
You can name the duo. I gave the tadpole the option of either naming the duo or the movie that they come from.
You're supposed to answer really fast, Brian. You're supposed to answer.
Yeah, but I didn't. But no. This is when you go back over to the table and make discussion. No, I guess it's not. You're right. Okay, I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to go with Bad Boys. I'm going to go with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
That's right. Otherwise known as Lowry and Burnett. Right?
There you go.
Yeah. Show me the Bad Boys. What you going to do?
Damn it.
Ooh.
Number 5 on the list, but that means you and Amy have control. So let's see here. You're going to do play, and that means that, all right, you guys are set to play.
Something.
Woot.
Control.
Woot.
Who's saying Control?
Buddy cop, Amy. So okay,
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. Okay.
What?
No,
In
sorry.
control.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's up to you two.
Amy and Brian, name your favorite. Name the Tadpool's favorite buddy cop duo.
Amy, I'm thinking Lethal Weapon. I mean, that's just the ultimate buddy cop. I mean, Riggs.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Yeah, but here's the
Standing
thing.
over Mel Gibson.
I
What?
agree. Riggs
you-
and Murtaugh.
Yeah.
Are you nervous at all? Like, this is a perfectly fine answer and probably going to get it right, but I'm nervous after Tango and Cash because it's like I feel like
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty
all
good
of us
one.
Gen X, our Gen Xer freaking 80s movie love feels like it's on trial here today a little bit with that one not making the top 10.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway.
All right, show
I'm a little
me.
surprised that one didn't come up.
Yeah.
Show me. I'm too old for this shit.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I take it back.
Very good. By the way, but it's not a bad idea to think like the Tadpool, especially for this one.
Since it was them that we asked, 500
Let's
of them
put
responded.
the
Wow.
words buddy and cop and duo in quotes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what does
Okay.
that mean?
Okay.
just have an open mind because the Tadpool's gonna Tadpool.
Okay.
Oh
And this
my.
can be, it can, while they're conjuring their second answer, this can be TV as well. It's not just movies.
Oh, I didn't think about TV. That's interesting.
Movie.
Probably not.
Movies, okay.
Movie.
Well,
movie. So
yes.
TV movie.
Movies. Yes, movies.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to say more to give anything away, but let's just say
Right.
everything on here is from
think-
a movie.
Everything is from a movie? All of it?
All 10
Okay.
have been featured in a movie.
Right.
Have the actual exact characters been featured in a film?
The actual exact
Is
cop
it even?
duo
Is it even
characters
Scott's turn right
have
now?
been
I mean,
featured in a movie.
Okay.
Maybe not the actors who've always played those.
Okay. Well, my
characters.
point is, no one's gonna say Grogu and freaking Mando. That's not
Right,
gonna happen.
right.
All right.
yeah,
That's correct.
they're not really
Oh,
cops, are they?
Actually,
I guess they could. Ooh. Oh.
no, Mando and Grogu are not on here.
Okay.
But
There are
there
some.
might be one exception, even though these characters have been in movies.
Okay.
I'm stopping there.
All right. All right.
You're making
This-
this more complicated.
This also might fit with the cop in quotation marks. But anyway,
all right.
you guys please continue on.
All right.
Well, okay, so it's our turn again. I'm going to
Yes.
go. Amy, do you have anything off the top of your head? I got a couple of them in my head. They were my favorite movies for buddy cop movies.
Yeah.
And actually, like,
Well,
I think
no.
anything that had, like, sequels is probably going to be good, like Rush Hour with Jackie Chan. And what do you think about that? Is that kind of.
Yeah, I think Rush Hour is a great answer. Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
All right.
Okay, is that you're going with that one?
Going Rush Hour, yeah.
Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Yes, they can. Number 2 answer. By the way, I'd like to applaud the 2 people in the survey who said Rush Hour starring Jackie Chan and Chris Rock.
Oh,
Chris
wow.
Rock, that is
Oh, no.
hilarious.
Wow. Gosh, dang it, dude. I hope they
2 people.
did that
Love you
knowingly.
both. Love both of you. It's all anonymous. I have no idea who you are, but well done.
And then
They
the
should
next
get a
thing in
Ruby
my
Rod
head.
for that.
Ruby Rod, there you go.
Right, exactly. All right.
Okay, I have a
So-
couple of more that I'm thinking of. Amy, do you have one in your head?
Go for it. Yeah, I have one that Brian actually made me think of this when he put the cop in quotation marks. What about Agent J and Agent K from Men in Black?
Ooh, I like that answer. I think we should go with. Oh yeah, yeah, they're still buddy cops, right? And I actually thought a different thing, but I don't want to give one away in case we lose this one. But I thought about the quotes, too. I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Amy too. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say MIB. Yeah,
MIB,
with the sequels.
Agents J and K. Show me.
Oh,
Yes.
What?
Number 8.
Damn it. I was sure that was
Right
wrong.
on.
Nice job,
Scott
Amy.
was already preparing his answer.
I was ready
Sit
to
down,
get in there.
sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm bummed about that now.
The thing that I was thinking about in the quotation marks, I was thinking Turner and Hooch.
Oh, my Lord.
Amy, do
I
you
agree.
think I'm being ridiculous, or do you
thinking
think
the
that's
same thing, too.
Tadpoolish?
You both like it. I like it that you like it. That's good.
What do you? All right, so is that where we're gonna go, or we have another one we're gonna choose?
Oh yeah, no, go on with Turner and Hooch. I think that's a great.
I think
answer,
Turner and
'cause
Hooch
it's
is on there somewhere, hopefully on the board. Uh-oh,
All right.
that's our final answer.
Show me Turner and Hooch.
Oh,
Yes,
what?
number 3.
Was that the quotes?
Third?
I'm not saying if that was.
You're not saying those quotes. All right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Third.
Now, well, I can't hardly, and I'm trying. Okay, and no Ibbott's going to be down with this. We watched Running Scared this past year on Film Sack, and that's just a classic buddy cop movie. But it was only a one. You know, it only happened that one time, and we never got a Running
One and
Scared
done,
2.
sadly.
Yeah.
And but I think that's a
yeah.
That one also
good Billy
feels
Crystal and Gregory Hines
Very-
buddy
Yeah,
cop.
and now that Gregory Hines, I'm not now that he passed away a while ago, but without Gregory Hines, I don't think there's any chance of a reboot,
A reboot,
or
yeah.
a sequel, I guess. A reboot they could do, but a sequel they couldn't.
yeah.
Right.
Or a spinoff.
What do you think about that, Amy? You think that's
So
Good answer.
yeah, I mean, I think you're right with it. I'm a little nervous about there only being one of them. I was thinking about like the Beverly Hills Cop.
Ooh, yeah, why didn't I think about that? Of course, Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy, yes.
Yeah, but who's his buddy?
Well, so you
oh my
got
God, why
you
am I
got
blanking on that?
Taggart and Rosewood.
Oh, yeah.
There you
You
go.
know, or you got Axel Foley is like everybody's buddy.
There you go.
I say go for it.
I think it's a better answer.
All
Do
right.
this one, Brian. Yep.
Show me Beverly Hills Cop with Taggart, Foley, Rosewood, something like that.
All those people right there.
Number
Oh, look at that.
6.
Are you kidding me?
We are killing it.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, that was what I answered the survey with.
Oh, really?
Taggart and Rosewood.
Frick.
Well, you and 13 other people answered the survey with that one. So well
Damn
done.
it. Damn it.
Did you do Foley and Rosewood, or did you do Taggart and Rosewood? Because I,
I
had
said
people who did
Taggart and
both.
Rosewood because I felt like they were actually the partners, you know.
They were the
And,
partners, yeah.
Right.
And I combined
Yeah.
all the Beverly Hills Cop pairs into this one.
Like you
Smart.
do.
One person put Axel Foley and a cappuccino with a lemon twist.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Perfect
For the end of the
strangers.
tailpipe.
Yeah.
Achmel.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Oh wow, you even know the guy's name.
We've got
Wow.
a fan
All right.
on here. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Wow, 5 or 4 answers still on the board. You guys
Wow.
are doing really well.
Okay, so
Okay,
there's
Brad.
so there's a few movies that went from TV to movie, and they're classics. I mean, Crockett and Tubbs with Miami Vice.
Oh,
That's an amazing
Damn it.
duo,
Yeah,
and it's a movie.
The movie was weird, but yeah, you're probably right.
Do you think that's going to be on there? What do you think?
yeah, I think so.
I
That's
think-
yeah.
All right,
All right.
we're going with Miami Vice.
Show me
Yummy.
that Jan Hammer's sweet soundtrack.
Oh,
Number 20 in the 20 in the list.
Oh.
by the way.
All right. My turn.
Scott finally gets a turn. Whew.
Yeah, that's still a
Let's
chance.
see. If you run the board 19. Oh yeah, you can still totally win this.
Oh, totally, Scott. You got it. Run the
Okay,
board.
so we talk about Die Hard on the show a lot. So I'm gonna guess the Tadpole figured out a way to put
What?
John McClane and Donut Eating Cop together as buddies.
That is hilarious. Thank God it's Friday night on ABC.
Yeah.
Family Matters.
Yeah,
Right.
that
Yeah.
guy.
It was Al. No, what was
Al.
his name?
It was, no, he called
that
him
movie?
Al.
I think you're right.
Oh, what's going on, Al? Oh no, you're
Yeah,
right.
it was Al.
It was Al.
Was
yeah,
Al? Yeah, I think it was Al.
Yeah.
The name of the character.
Yeah, he had to kill the Amish guy at the end. Anyway, what I say Die Hard.
All right. Show me Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay. MRFer.
Partner.
Oh,
Yippee-ki-yay. Al partner.
are you kidding me?
Let's see. People put Die Hard. For that one, they didn't even try and put 2 names in there. And Die Hard was number 14 on the list.
Son of a
Nice.
bug. Damn it. All right. Your turn again.
Right. I'm gonna skip the other TV cops that I thought. I'm gonna go with. What do you think about What do you think about Hot Fuzz with Simon Pegg?
That movie's great.
Oh, yeah,
and-
like that
and Dick
seems like a
Frost.
Tadpoley answer.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
I think you
we're
guys
going
are
with Hot
good.
Fuzz. It's only one, but it was part of a trilogy.
Sure.
That's right. Part
Sorta,
of the
kinda.
Cornetto trilogy. Yeah,
Right.
show me the Hot Fuzz, Angel and Butterman.
Oh,
Yeah, number
man. Why did I think of that?
All right, 3 answers still on the board. Again, Scott.
Oh,
No, I think Scott's been mathematically eliminated. Let's
Have
see,
I? Have I?
1926. Yeah, so
Poop. All right,
so
let's-
you can
she wins.
potentially save face, or Brian and Amy can run the board.
right.
I'm
Now,
going to predict right now they're not going to run the board.
Probably not.
I know because I'm getting really low. I'm doing stuff like, what about that movie that was like Turn Hooch with K9 with Belushi? What about that one?
I thought the same thing, yeah, but
Right. And then I
Well, what
think,
about,
what
like-
about Arnold Schwarzenegger when he did Kindergarten Cop? I think that's a really good one. What was his partner's name, though?
I don't know. The giant.
She's
Yeah, I
puking
don't
back in the
know.
hotel.
Right.
oh, what about? Didn't they make a movie like the Starsky and Hutch movie?
They did.
Oh, yeah, Starsky and Hutch, another TV to movie, but sure. What do you
Yeah.
think? You think?
Wow. Had him. In it.
I think we should go with Starsky and Hutch. I'm with Amy. I think maybe my advice was just, out of people's minds. And I think Starsky and Hutch, you can't really think of that without Buddy Cop. That's like
All right.
that's like Buddy Cop TV 101, right? Starsky
Right,
and Hutch.
right. All right, show me. Wow.
Wow.
Look at
Wow.
that!
Number
Look at that,
7 on the
Amy!
list.
What?
2 more on
Are
here.
you kidding me?
Holy Moses!
Jeez, Louises.
Oh man.
You got
I
two, the
know,
9th
right?
and the 10th. It looks like you got the
Yeah.
final 2 here.
Yeah, the big pointers.
I'm with you though, Brian. I'm running low.
I'm way low,
Um,
man. I am way low. I am struggling. Everything I'm thinking of is like TV stuff. Buddy cops and weird stuff, like
Yeah. You like that weird
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah.
that weird
Wasn't
stuff.
there some movie with Queen Latifah and like she was like there
We
was,
haven't
there was a
even
buddy
thought about
cop
that
kind of a
section of it.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's his
she
name?
was-
Tonight Show host.
So it was
Jimmy
a Kevin
Fallon.
Smith movie or something like that, right?
Oh.
Like
Oh, maybe it's not what I'm thinking of. Because I know
I can't remember.
you had what's his name?
I know exactly what you're thinking of.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon and her were in a thing, but I don't know. If
Oh
that,
yeah,
Kevin-
yeah, that one.
yeah.
Right. There you go. What?
I
do you
don't know the name of it though, so it's hard for me
Movie
to
with Jimmy
pull
Fallon
it as an
and Queen
answer.
Latifah.
You want
Final
You can
answer.
use that as your answer. Do you want to use it?
Yeah, why not? Let's use it. Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
I got nothing
the-
else, Brian, so we may as
It's
well.
called Taxi. Show me
Taxi.
with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah. I just want to get your hopes up. Scott.
All right, face saving. Let's do a thing that is dumb, but I'm doing it. Mad Max and his dog from Road Warrior. He's a
All right,
cop.
show
He's
me
a cop.
Mad
He's a cop.
Max.
Yeah.
Mad Max, or what about the gyro pilot?
Well, he's not a cop
yeah.
though. He's just a dork.
Okay, well, all right. Well, oh yeah, and the dingo is a cop. All right, sure. Show me Mad Max and just about anybody in his movie.
Damn it! All right,
Well,
Reset the counter.
Right.
I did.
Do we still have one left? We have
Yeah.
one more. We can
Yeah.
go?
Two
You
left.
guys each have one more strike left. Yes.
Okay. Now, when you started talking about female-led buddy cop movies, I was totally forgetting. I'm like, Kevin Hart's been in a lot of buddy cop movies, but he's
Not
never
female.
really. No, see, he is, but I was trying to dismiss it, and I was trying to get back. I'm just throwing stuff out right now. But Kevin Hart's been in a couple things, but I don't think
Sure.
he's been like a real cop. So I'm going back to the female leads.
By the way, one person also did put Rush Hour starring Jackie Chan and Kevin Hart.
Really?
That is hilarious.
Really?
Jeez.
Yes.
Any Kevin Hart
for,
movie.
yeah.
I'd like to put that as my final answer. No. There was a movie with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah,
movie. I like
can't,
that.
I can't remember. Was it something like Heat or something?
I
But
think it
that's
was
not
called
right. That's
Heat.
another movie.
No, it's called Heat.
Anyway.
or The Heat, or Heat.
The Heat. Yeah.
The Heat.
The Heat. Okay,
What
let's
am I
do,
doing
what do you
helping?
think about that?
Yeah. Well,
What do you
I
think
mean,
about that,
yeah.
Amy?
I don't know if this is gonna be right,
That
but
sounds good to me. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
I'm
We're
literally,
scraping
I'm
the
on
bottom of the
empty,
barrel
so I'm-
with the Heat.
I like
All
that
right,
movie.
show me The Heat. What does it matter? You've already
they're
won.
out.
Scott, redeem yourself.
Okay.
Name one of the other 2 items on the board here.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, great cops.
That's right.
Detectives.
Well, you know. All right, show me
Wonder Duo.
the bat number 9 or number 10. No.
All right,
But-
one other guess. Can I do one more guess?
But that was the closest that you've any of you have gotten to one of these.
Oh, okay. So they were on there.
Yeah.
Okay. The only other guess I had would have been like, I can't think of their names. The X-Files people. Well, let's say the
Mulder and
X-Files
Scully.
movies. Yeah, Mulder and Scully. That's
people.
Because they were
Mulder-
TV, but they had 2 movies. So you know.
Mulder and Scully, number 18 on the list, by the way.
Damn it.
Let's see number 9. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh,
my
really?
People
gosh.
think that they're cops.
Really? Okay.
It works.
And
Why
show
not?
me
works.
number
Was that
10.
was that the quotes?
It works.
That was the quotes, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Turner and Hooch, Men in Black, Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Cop, and Falcon Winter
Yeah.
Soldier all
Yeah.
were quotes.
Yeah, there's a lot of quotes.
This one does qualify, though. Show me number 10. The other guys, Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg
man.
and Will Ferrell.
How about
Never
that? Yeah, that
saw
was a
that.
good one.
I never saw
Some
that.
other fun ones that people said 21 Jump Street,
thought
Chips,
about
Punch
that.
and John,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ponch and John.
Hawaii Five-0, Zootopia, Nick and Judy,
yeah.
Oh,
48
that's a good
Hours,
one.
Cates and Hammond, Benson
didn't
and
say 48
Stabler on SVU, Cagney and Lacey, Joe Friday and Pep Strebeck from Dragnet.
What? What did we got? Like a 90-year-old in the
Well,
thing?
we have Andy Taylor and Barney Fife.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
The
awesome.
movie.
Blues Brothers. Somebody just put Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like the whole thing is
Okay.
one
Okay.
buddy cop. Actually, I take it back. People put various, a couple different Jake and Charles on Brooklyn. Jay Leno and Pat Morita. Anyone know what
Wait,
that's
I'm
a
gonna say,
reference to?
I
Jay
don't
Leno, Pat
remember that
Morita.
at all.
Jay Leno and Pat Morita. Were
I'm
they
looking
ever?
it up,
Well, they
like-
were like a. There was a 10-speed and brown shoe or something, right? What was that?
There's literally a common Google search that is Jay Leno and Pat Morita movie because no one knows. Oh,
Weird.
it's called Collision Course. It came out in
Collision Course.
oh.
That's somebody's
1989.
favorite buddy cop duo.
Yep, 89.
Uh, Obi-Wan and Anakin, Star Wars Episode 2.
They did play cops.
Yeah,
They
yes.
played cops.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Good Guys, Wax and Wayne, and True Detective, rounding out the.
And were any of those Kevin Hart movies? I swear he feels
no.
like it feels like he's always in buddy cop movies, but he's not.
Cop and a Half, was that? Oh, no, that was a kid.
What was that? What was that movie? Was it Get Hard?
Somebody did say Fred and Ken, by the way.
Fred and Can, I love it.
Fred and
Someone
Can.
put that in there. They are awesome. Whoever they were, I'll give them
Yeah.
a prize. That's great.
Ride Along? Was Ride Along a
Ride
Kevin
Along.
Hart?
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Ride Somebody did Along.
say
That's
Ride
like
Along, too.
Ice Cube and.
I've never
Kevin
seen
Hart,
a
right?
single Kevin Hart movie. Does that make me bad?
Oh my
good?
God,
really?
I
Oh, you
love
should
Kevin
see the
Hart
one
movies.
with,
They're so
him
charming.
and Bryan Cranston was really good.
And I
It's
don't
not-
avoid. I'm not avoiding them. I
Sure.
don't know, I just haven't gotten around to any of those. I don't know why. I mean, he's not really my kind of comedian, but I hear he's great in these movies. I haven't seen those. They're supposed to be wonderful. Those two
Jumanji?
Jumanji thing, reboot
Jumanji's
things.
great. I
Yeah,
love Jumanji.
yeah, I got to see that. So
Yeah.
anyway, I don't really have anything
Check it out.
personally against Kevin Hart. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I will definitely do that. Well, all right. Hey, that means multiple winner. Amy Robinson
Yeah.
walks away yet again triumphant. Amy, you know where to email me, and when you do, I'll get you all hooked up. I probably still have your address. I'll just use that, but you still should email me. Why not? It'll remind me. Plus, I got to do a bunch of art. Everybody keeps winning, and I got to keep drawing these things. So, yeah, today, maybe later today, I'll be drawing a lot. We'll see.
There you go.
Anyway, Amy, how do you feel about your big win?
Cool. I'm very excited. That was super fun.
Winner,
As
winner,
always.
chicken dinner.
Good. We'll send you the chicken dinner. That'll be in the mail. Don't eat it, though. It'll give you botulism. All right. Hey, Brian Dunaway, well done. Yesterday we did a Boop Show, and it was fantastic. If you haven't heard the Boop Show, then you haven't heard the premier Indies game coverage podcast in the world, starring me and Brian Dunaway.
That's right.
That's right. We
Globally.
talked about some cool games, did some great conversation, and it's all right there on the podcast for you to get at frogpants.com/BOOP. Anything else you want to mention before we kick you out?
Just to tag on to that, we're looking for some great stories from our listeners for the Boop Show. We have a little contest going on our subreddit, the Boop Show, or is it just Boop Show?
Boop Show. Boopshow.reddit.com. Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, and we're looking for great stories where you've made the mistake of combining food, drink, and gaming all at the same time.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we want your best
always ends in a
stories.
disaster.
We're giving away really good game codes for that, and also we'll tell them on the show. So send us your best stories. Keep them real and not fake. That'd be good. And
Great.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You spill a Mountain Dew into your hard drive? Did you jam a Cheeto into your power hole? I don't know what you did. Whatever you did.
Were you eating your peanut butter and
Good
jelly?
night, everybody.
I don't
Were
even know
you eating your
what that
peanut butter and
means.
jelly sandwich and accidentally stuck your NES cartridge into your VCR?
Yeah. Did you do that? Well, tell us about it.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, who hasn't, honestly? Brian Dunaway and I'll read them right there on the show. Brian, have a fantastic week. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, he didn't leave. He also streams on Twitch when he does his homework for the show. You can find that over at twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway as well. Not related to Faye Dunaway, we learned. Okay.
Right. No relation.
That's going to do it for that. We're going to take a break. When we come back around, Tom Merritt will be here, as he is every Wednesday, to talk about the hot tech headlines of the day. Stick around for that. Also, Nicole and recommendals after that. I think she's bringing a fairly lighthearted one, so I'm bringing the heat with the hardcore one.
Cool. I'm going to be somewhere in the middle with a couple movies that'll make you think and smile a little bit.
I like it. So come on back for that. And before we do, though, a song from Brian Ibbett.
Yeah, this one is going out to J.K. Grammer for his birthday. It's not a cover, so I moved it up to Indie in the Middle, and I checked. This is a label that sends me stuff, so I'm using it. This year, says J.K. Grammer, I attain level 49 in this crazy game of life. Lately, I just can't stop listening to the song sung by Scott Grimes. Yes, Scott Grimes, Lieutenant Gordon Malloy from the Orville, and written by Russell Crowe. Yes, Russell Crowe from that buddy cop movie, The Good Guys.
Oh, that'd been another good one on that list.
That would have been another good one. Thanks for all that you guys do. Love y'all and all the people in the Tadpool sign, J.K. Grammer.
Nice.
First off, happy birthday, dude, and thank you for everything you do. Thank you for this little Modoc that sits on the top of my other monitor here, ever smiling and ever gazing upon me.
Very nice. Look, everybody in their life at least once needs an ever gazing Modoc.
Ever gazing. You know, I should at some point arrange all my Modocs, because I have maybe 7 or 8 Modoc.
That's a lot of Modocs.
Action figures and statues of all sizes.
You're over the legal limit of Modocs, I believe.
And then, Patton Oswalt can like and retweet that one too, like he did my last tweet about Modoc.
Oh, that was very nice. He retweeted it? Very nice.
He retweeted it. Or liked, maybe just liked it.
Oh.
But
well,
whatever. He read it. I don't care. Read it too. He read my tweet. I don't care. All right. Let's get to this. So yeah, this is Scott Grimes, actor and singer, really good singer, part of his band Indoor Garden Party from their album The Musical, which came out in 2017. Here is From Here Clear to the Ocean.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't.
Don't use spray paint.
The morning stream. Hit the road, Buster. This is where you get off.
all right, we've returned. Brian, that song again.
That song again was Indoor Garden Party from their album, The Musical. The song is called From Here Clear to the Ocean.
Very, very good. All right.
Yeah.
It is time for us to delve into the darker part of the internet. Yes, that is the
technology.
Accurate and and journalistic coverage of tech. It's pretty scary.
Will we get
stuff.
side shot or will it be front on Tom? Full frontal Tom today. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Spin the wheel, everybody.
I'm going to say front. What do you say? You think front?
I say side Tom.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Ready?
Oh,
set.
full frontal Tom.
Oh, full frontal Tom.
Well, partial.
Oh, the full Monty.
Get ahead of ourselves.
Partial
right.
frontal Tom.
Fair enough.
With the computer,
God
as
needs
with
to hit a
anything,
much higher level.
the concept and direction must come from the man.
Yeah, that particular level on Patreon, it's a tricky one. So watch out.
Yeah, it's gotten problematic.
Yeah. But somebody the other day sent me an email that said, I'm always confused when Tom talks about his free newsletter. I'm like, what does this person mean? He went on to explain that he says he thinks it sounds like It's a like a propaganda document to get you free, to free
The
you
free
from whatever.
Tom.
Yeah, the free Tom
Yes,
newsletter.
many people have made that joke.
Have they? Is this not the first
Oh,
you've heard this?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody
this,
makes it every time it's brought up in the chat
Several
room.
times in the chat room already.
oh well,
at this
fantastic.
point.
Yeah, they this person seemed.
I don't think that person was actually confused.
No, I don't think so. Or concerned, if you want my true opinion. I think he maybe was.
And maybe they
having a
should
go.
be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all I can say.
Maybe. Well, we're here to free Tom from
Scott
his...
froze for you too, huh?
Oh, am I frozen? Can you guys not hear
Oh
me?
wow!
Can they not
They
hear
really,
me?
they really don't want me to be free. I guess.
No, I guess. Wow, they're trying to silence Tom again.
Here, I'll disconnect and I'll come back and we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Join call. All right,
He left Discord.
did it work? Am I back?
Oh, there
you're
he
back.
is. There he's back.
I
yes.
have no idea what that was or what caused it.
I
You
know, but
guys
Tom
just-
and I
Well,
have
you,
just been
you,
chatting.
you
We
talked
got
about
caught up.
the possibility of freeing me, and we all saw what happened.
Yeah, that was weird. I did lose about.
Oh my God, Tom, that was some
frames.
amazing tech news. I can't believe that's coming out, and that's going to be available just for today only.
freetomnewsletter.com. It's not a plea to free me.
Yeah, the
Wink.
chat room's reporting that we disappeared for a second as well. It must have been my internet. I don't know what that was. Anyway, but we're back. It was a brief respite.
blip.
Yeah, a blip in the system. A blip in our week as Tom Merritt. He comes on, talks about tech, and we're going to do that today. What's going on in the tech world, Tom?
Well, I guess one of the bigger stories out there this morning is the Facebook Oversight Board ruling on Facebook's decision to suspend the account of President Donald Trump. And that decision, if you didn't hear it somehow, was that Facebook's decision to suspend in January was legitimate. The Oversight Board found that the decision was legitimate, but the indefinite term was not. They said we did not see a justification for making this an indefinite suspension, and they require Facebook to go back and justify the indefinite suspension or reduce the suspension and possibly reinstate the account. And they gave Facebook 6 months to do that, which is essentially kicking the ball way down the road. I suppose that in 6 months, or within the next 6 months, if Facebook makes a decision, that could also be appealed back to the Oversight Board, because the Oversight Board didn't dictate what that decision should be. They just said you need to have a better justification for it. We found the justification too vague.
Now, this is the most prominent, certainly, of the board's actions thus far since it was established. But I assume there's been other stuff, right?
Oh yeah, there's been about a dozen others.
Okay.
One of the more noteworthy ones involved a suspension for hate speech from a user in Myanmar who was reinstated by the Oversight Board. They said, yeah, that was offensive, but it wasn't hate speech, and so it doesn't fit your policy. You should reinstate that user. Yeah, there've been a dozen others. Most people don't care,
Right.
sadly, about those individual decisions. They only care about the big names, and this is, like you said, the biggest name that's been done yet.
Sure. And the concept of the whole thing from the very beginning struck me as difficult to not justify, because I think it is a justified. It's an idea that makes sense to me. Although I don't know, you usually you look at this sort of thing and say, well, a third party would be better, but in a lot of ways they are third party.
I think there's so much misunderstanding around the Oversight Board because Facebook set it up. And Facebook had to set it up. It's not like Facebook could just sit around and wait for somebody to set one up and then say, yes, we'll do it. Although that has also happened, but only after Facebook set its own up. There's an independent Oversight Board that criticizes the decisions of the Oversight Board.
Right.
But the way they set it up, I think, is the best you could possibly do, which is create an endowment. So Facebook does fund this from the beginning, but the idea is that it will be able to get endowments from other places and fund itself.
Right.
So Facebook is not on an ongoing basis giving it money. Therefore, that removes the pressure of Facebook cutting off the money, right? There's enough money in there to keep it going for a long time. And the idea is to get money from other sources besides Facebook. The board members were nominated by Facebook to begin with. But they were very transparent about that process. They tried to pick people without conflicts, and by all accounts, they've most people feel like they picked very good members of this board. They didn't pick a bunch of their friends, and the board has been very critical of Facebook, and Facebook is bound by any decisions on its actions. So as in the case of the Myanmar situation, Facebook has agreed to say, if you say we reinstate the person, we reinstate them. There are also policy decisions by the oversight board where it can say, we think your policy is mistaken. You may have applied it right, but we think the policy is mistaken. We think you should review that. Facebook is not bound to change its policy. The oversight board doesn't get to set policy, and I think that's the right way to do it. You don't want them at the mercy of somebody who's not involved in running things, but be able to seriously take those considerations. That's caused a lot of confusion because people say they're not even bound by the decisions. It's like, well, they're not bound by policy decisions. They are bound by actual takedown or reinstatement decisions. So the idea too is that other companies could use this oversight board. We'll see if anybody ever does. But Facebook has encouraged other companies to say, yeah, if you want to get involved in this, you can start sending your decisions to be appealed by the oversight board as well.
Okay. So that's all very super interesting to me. Let's follow where my brain went though a little bit. Do we know what they physically look like? And I don't mean people and faces, but I mean like the actual structure of this
very
thing.
Attractive.
Is it a monolith?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is it a room full of monolithic thrones?
They're humans.
Right, I assume they're humans, but what is this place, this thing? Is it all just Zoom calls?
Cavern full of people with dark robes.
Yeah, like
I don't think there is a place, Scott.
Okay, all right.
And I'm not joking around. Like they probably meet virtually because these people are all over the world.
Right. Oh, they are.
So I don't think there's a room they all go in with robes on and a gavel or anything like that, right? It's just they convene probably on Zoom. I don't know for sure, but something Zoom or something like it, and discuss and do their debates. All of their deliberations, I believe, are public, so you can go and see all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I wouldn't mind seeing some of that just to kind of hear what the discussion's like. Okay, interesting. And you say it's worldwide, so I assume a lot of different voices, nationalities, just,
Yes, okay. Yes. And these are people who, there's like former ministers of countries. There's former, this is definitely convincing me of something I was thinking, like, should I focus on the decision or the actual board when we talk about it on Daily Tech News Show? And I think a lot of people have these same questions that you have. Yeah. You've got a professor and chair of law at the University of Oklahoma, the chairholder of the UNESCO Freedom of Expression chair from Colombia. You have the vice chancellor and professor of law of India University, a professor of human rights in Central Europe from Hungary. You have a founder of a digital rights foundation from Pakistan, a professor of law from Brazil, a professor of the National Chengchi University in Taiwan, professor at the Columbia Law School here in the United States.
Yeah.
Among others. There's others on there too.
See, that's pretty good. I'm actually glad to hear it. I mean, it's easy to, I guess I just say this and to sort of close this thing off. It's easy for people to get really cynical and go, well, I hate Facebook. Therefore, through the lens of hating Facebook, I will hate everything associated with it and not trust any of this process. But this to me feels like the 90s and video game companies saying, we don't want to be regulated, so what are we going to do about it? We need to come up with a reliable, trustworthy system of games review or games classification so that we can be the ones that inform parents and others violence, sex and drugs, whatever are in these games,
right? So
that we don't have that forced on us. We get to call the shots, but it's also going to be independent and not us making the decisions about whether something's got offensive material in it or not, but we're going to make sure it happens. This feels like that. And in that, if you look at it through that particular lens, love Facebook or hate Facebook, I prefer that. I would rather these companies do more to take responsibility for this sort of stuff before somebody who comes in without the expertise or without the knowledge or whatever else they're missing, they come in and try to blunt force it. I prefer this. So
yeah, and I think this is definitely an attempt to fend off potential regulation in multiple regions. By showing that they're doing something that is quasi-governmental. But also, I think it's something that no government would do in a lot of situations. I don't think a government would set up an oversight board like this. The government may set policies about what you can and can't remove, but Facebook would be left to interpret the law itself. And so I think what Facebook's trying to do is say, if you don't need new laws, we're going to create a system of our own to avoid not only needing new laws, but to make the decisions a little more independent.
Right. Right. Well, that's really interesting stuff, and that will be discussed at length today on the Daily Tech News Show, along with a slew of other tech topics. So tune in for that at 2:30 Mountain Time. Tom Merritt, is there anything else going on, like, I don't know, a newsletter to help free you or anything else you'd like to mention?
I mean, should I just change it? Like, it's the
No,
English
I like
language
it.
that's the problem here. Maybe
like
I
it.
should turn it into a different language so it's clear.
No, I like it. You keep it, and the double meaning just makes more eyeballs find it. It's
Just
totally
change
fine.
it to like the Release Tom newsletter.
Yeah, free newsletter de Tom.
Yeah, kind of
I'll just mix. I'll mix languages. Freetomnewsletter.com though. For those not confused, it's a newsletter where I talk about the stuff I do every week. So it's got links to all the shows that I'm on, but it has a little bit of a write up every week of what I've been up to. Some of it's personal life stuff, some of it's work stuff, and explanations of particular things that I've done on the various shows that I really enjoy. There's always a link to America's Next Top Podcaster in there.
Yeah.
Want that conveniently in your inbox. And the fun part is people can reply to it. So I've had some great conversations with folks who reply to the newsletter, goes right into my email inbox, and then I can reply back to you.
That's perfect. I can't think of a better use of your time right now than going to freetomnewsletter.com and signing up if you haven't already. So go to
the only way I could get free.
Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect on Twitter. We'll see you later today.
Bye.
Okay. There he goes.
There he goes. There he goes again.
There he goes again. There he goes. I love that song. Can I just say that out loud? I like that song.
The Laws.
Oh, is that who that is? I guess I don't love it so much
They
that I
did one
know
of
who did
the.
it.
They did one of the two popular versions of it. That's a song that's actually had two popular. No, maybe even three. Two popular versions of it, but also Sixpence None the Richer covered it as well.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I think I like the most, actually.
Yeah.
Because I like them.
Sure.
Those are that I like that lady's voice. And I hope she's a
Boo
little
Radley's also did a very. I think Boo Radley's did a cover that you've probably heard in movies and stuff. So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah. I hope they have more money than Sixpence now.
Hey, that's streaming on Hulu.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Woo!
Woman. Whoa,
Whoa,
man.
Whoa, man. Yeah. Hey, look.
Whoa,
speaking
man.
of women. Hey, look who it is. It's Nicole Spag joining us from Colorado. Hi. I don't know why I said it that way.
Batty?
Hey,
Hello.
how are
I
you?
missed last week.
No,
I was
you're
really
fine.
sleeping.
How did that go? Was it a quick day or two, or how'd that go for you after your second shot?
Yeah, the next day I woke up totally fine.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
I took some NyQuil, and that is, for me, that was the key, because I was having a hard time sleeping. I was fever dreaming, I guess.
Oh, good. Fun. That's you should
And
come on the
talking in
show for
my
that.
Yeah. Love fever dreams. They're the
I'm
best.
taking NyQuil right now.
Mark, so Mark told me the few things that he remembered me saying. I said, all right.
No way.
And then apparently I said the F word.
Sweet.
And then got very subconscious about it, and then said fudge.
Nice. It's like playing Call of Duty with you. That's what you get right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great. I love it. To speak it in your dreams.
I definitely woke myself up a few times talking in my sleep.
Well, I'm glad that overall that you're doing fine. And by the way, here in Utah, they call NyQuil Mormon whiskey. That's a thing that people like to call it.
I hear the words you want to bleep when you're talking in your sleep.
Ah, look at you over there with a song.
I was trying to come up with something from Matthew McConaughey, but I couldn't. But that one came out.
I'm impressed
That's
regardless.
awesome.
Anyway, hey, let's get into it. We're gonna do these recommendals now. I think I already know what Nicole's is, and I'm gonna agree with her when she recommends it. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll leave that suspense hanging in the air while we start with Brian, as we often do. Sure. Brian, do you want to set these clips up at all before we do?
Both of them are movies. Both of them are brand new, and one of them was even a Best Documentary Feature nominee.
Nice.
And I think that's the first one we're going to hear, as a matter of fact.
Last one you did the winner. This week, one of the other nominees.
One of the losers.
That's one way to look at it. Sure. All right. Here it is. Number one.
Contra el mercurio y veo un aviso que decía, se necesitan personas, varones, parece que sea así, de 80, 90 años. Esta cuestión de, ¿estoy loco? ¿Qué diablo? Porque no me convencía de 80, 90 años.
Sweet. This clip comes with subtitles, everybody. So
It does, yeah. I just decided I would just do like a 20-second clip just so you could hear it. But that's Chile. You're hearing people speaking Spanish from Chile, but it is a subtitled movie. It is called The Mole Agent, and this is a documentary where a private investigator is hired by a family to put an elderly man, an 80-year-old man or 83-year-old man, into an undercover position in a nursing home.
Okay.
And because they want to check on, like, see if there's abuse or mistreatment or things like that that's going on. Now you're thinking, oh my God, Brian, this sounds like a real downer. And there might be a couple bits of that, very, very quick and slight downer bits. The rest of it is surprising comedy from this 85-year-old guy who they've outfitted with glasses, video camera glasses, a pen with a built-in video camera in it, and trying to teach him how to use FaceTime to be able to give his reports. And he's still an 80-year-old man that does not know how to use technology and is bumbling his way around a nursing home.
Wow.
It is both sweet and poignant and all while being hilarious. And it's really clever. Like, it's really it's funny, it's heartwarming. Again, you hear the description of, like, all right, a guy goes undercover to go, into a nursing home to look for issues. You'd think it's not going to be as funny as it is, but it's not like uproarious comedy, but it's got a lot of heart and it's got some really funny bits. Nice. But
all subtitled, right? No English.
All subtitled, or else I would have played. The only part that's not subtitled is he sings along to "Only You" by the Drifters.
Oh, great! That's great. The international language of love, the Drifters song.
The Drifters, exactly.
Sure.
But the main guy, boy, I can't find his name. The
mole man.
Sergio. Well, Sergio is the guy's name, the main guy who's in this thing.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sergio Chami, or how you say it.
There you go. Yep. But it's really good. It's on Hulu, and it is it's a quick watch. I think it's like an hour and a half. But it's a lot more enjoyable than you think it is based on just hearing the description of it. So take my word for it that this thing belonged in the best documentary category.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I love it. Sounds like a real bumper crop of docs this year.
Yeah, boy, for such a crappy Oscars episode, there were so many good movies that came from this that you need to watch. They're really, really good. I'd still say, go with the octopus before you go with the mole. But
I did not like my octopus teacher.
Really? Get out of here! Really? Did your heart fall out?
It was boring. I just thought it was boring. I'm sure maybe it got better, but I was like, I'm bored.
Really? How far into it did you get?
So, I don't know, half an hour into it.
Oh yeah.
It just was boring.
Wow.
I mean, I get it.
That's fine.
I get it.
It's not, everybody's not going to like everything, but people without a soul will hate that movie. So I can totally get it.
I've heard people rave about it.
People without a soul.
I love you.
I still haven't seen it. I still haven't watched it. I'm sure I'm going to like it, but I still haven't seen it either. So I'll check it out.
So watch this one as well. Watch the octopus teacher and then the mole agent. Maybe you'll like the mole agent better, Nicole.
Oh, she loves subtitles. She's a huge fan, right, Nicole? Didn't you tell me that once? I think you hate them, right? Don't you hate them?
Really?
Oh, I thought you told me that you hated subtitles.
I'm okay. I'm okay with subtitles. Subtitles are weird because when I first start watching a movie with subtitles, it's very obvious. It's right. Kind of pulls me out of the movie.
For every movie, it always
I'm
takes
in
time
it,
to get used to.
Easier it gets
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Here is your second clip, Brian.
Let's go to my second one. Yes.
This is going to play, I hope. Here we go.
He got you in the face.
Yeah, I know, Mark. He got me in the face. Never gonna find that key.
What if your whole life was like that?
What, were you die and respawn?
Yeah. Or like you go to bed, and when you wake up, it's the same day all over again, just on repeat. What would you do?
Besides this?
For an addition, you know? Switch it up a little.
Wait, wasn't that a movie where Bill Murray's stuck in the same day till he has sex with his hot boss?
Groundhog Day.
Then that's it right there. Girls.
You wouldn't, I don't know, tie a bunch of balloons to a lawn chair or something?
Dude, no. I'd definitely take the girl.
Okay, forget that. No. You could be a force for good.
Like Batman.
Yeah, like Batman.
But are we talking Dark Knight Batman or Ben Affleck
Dude,
Batman? Because
animated series, obviously.
no, I'd still take the girl. I feel like it would ultimately be more satisfying.
Yeah, right. But it might be harder than you think.
No idea. No idea.
It's not Palm Springs.
It is not Palm Springs. That stream of consciousness pop culture reference-a-thon is the map of tiny perfect things. And maybe we could finally be done with naming movies and TV shows tiny, perfect, little, precious, maybe we can be done with that. However, this is really cool. That guy you're hearing, if he sounds familiar, if you've seen The Path with Aaron, science bitch, what's his name? Aaron, all I can think of is Aaron Paul, and it's not Aaron Paul.
No.
I'm doing
Oh my God.
Shit.
Yeah, anyway.
I know.
Anyway. Is it Aaron Paul? Why am I thinking that's not right?
Wait, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Aaron Paul from
Breaking Bad.
Okay, it is Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, he plays his son on The Path, that show about the cult.
Oh, right. That was cool. I liked that show.
That was a really good show. I don't know why. Okay, Aaron Paul was just not sounding right to me. Anyway, but that's Kyle Allen, who played Aaron Paul's son in The Path. Catherine Newton plays a pseudo love interest, but basically it's the story of this kid who is a teenage boy who's already into the time loop, kind of like Andy Samberg in Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming into this with this person already in the time loop and already kind of mastered it.
All right.
And he's figuring out that there might be somebody else in this time loop that has kind of been operating from a distance that he didn't know about until recently.
It's kind of like Russian dolls.
Kind of like Russian dolls, right? How there's a second
Yeah.
person, or even Palm Springs, where Christine Milioti joins Andy Samberg in the time loop, and they
But
have fun
he
with it.
pulls her in with
That's true.
Russian,
Yeah,
Russian doll. It's like she didn't know there was somebody.
that there was already somebody else in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, it's about figuring out all of these. He goes around and he figures out, oh, this person spills a sandwich on the ground at 4:18, and this person does this, and he goes around and figures out how to help people during this repeated over and over day. But then he also finds these moments of like weird synchronicity and bliss, like this cloud that all of a sudden for one brief moment looks like a question mark, or this this eagle swooping down and grabbing a fish out of the lake, etc. And so they make this map of tiny perfect things, which is the name of the movie, streaming on Amazon Prime. That's the name of the movie. And they go around and kind of figure out the placement of all these tiny perfect things. It's really sweet. It is really well acted and feels like this could be like a little young. It's basically the teen version of Groundhog Day, and it's not. It's so much. It's a lot better than that. It's really well acted. These two main characters are both really good at this, and it is on Amazon Prime. The map of tiny perfect things.
Nice.
Science fiction, romantic comedy, drama for you.
I was going to say, quite the combo of genres.
Quite the combo, yes.
Yeah. I saw that up on. They were recommending it to me, and I had no idea what to make of it. But I'm glad.
Yeah, because you look at it, and it just looks like it looks like the shape of our stars, or the path of our cancers, or whatever, stuff like that. There was a whole
the path of our cancers.
Didn't the girl have cancer though?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it was called
There's
the path. What was it now? The
Paper
shape
Dolls.
of our
Path of Our
Was it
Stars.
Paper
the
Dolls?
shape
Was it
of our
Pa-
no.
Oh,
Paper
the fault.
Town.
The
Paper
Fault in
Town.
Our
The
Stars.
Fault in Our Stars.
Fault in
That
Our
was it.
Stars.
The paper
The
in
tiny
our stars.
perfect map of our stars with cancer is what that movie is called. Anyway, that even though whatever it is about the font and the title and the way they're looking at each other in the little recommended, you should check this out box in Amazon Prime, made me want to stay away from it. It was actually seeing some reviews about this that it was really good that made me want to check it out. And I'm glad I did. Tina and I both really enjoyed it. A good watch it with Kim, watch it with Mark kind of.
I don't want to hang out with Mark.
Oh no, he's saying I'll hang out with Mark. You hang out with Kim. We got this all worked out.
That's right, exactly.
We'll do a little. We'll do a little swap, but not in the traditional sense. Yeah. We'll make
Clearly,
it work.
Mark is going to be too busy researching what this Matthew McConaughey situation is going on.
I
in
can
his
tell
house.
you right now, he would have no interest in this movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
I know the movies that he wants to watch.
And this isn't it.
This is not one of them.
Mortal Kombat.
It's awesome.
No, I don't even know if he would be in Mortal Kombat. He really liked Nobody. I got him to watch that.
Oh,
with me.
Nobody's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I want to see that.
That was my recommendal last week, right?
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was.
I'll
You weren't
note
here.
that. I'll just note that because that's
I
really
freaking loved it. It was stupid great. Really good.
I mean,
yeah.
the gore. I mean,
It's what I love. It's what I want.
I know, but just
Bring it.
Blood. I want people hitting each other for 2 hours.
I want gore. I want blood. I want stuff blowing up. I want your hand blown off. That's what I want.
It's crazy.
Sometimes I need it.
It was a good movie though.
All right, let's. I'm going to play a clip for mine. This is a single entry this week, and it's a movie, and it just showed up on Amazon Prime. I was also on Prime this week, so I meant to see it when it actually came out. It was one of the first movies that I can remember during the pandemic that actually still came out in theaters. So that may give you a hint. Enjoy.
Morning. I don't even get a courtesy tap first.
Roll up your window. It's not working.
You know what a courtesy tap is, young man?
Just ignore him.
Sounds like this. Slight, it's friendly, just like you're trying to get somebody's attention. I'm sure that's what your mom meant. Is that right, ma'am? Is a courtesy tap what you meant?
No, it's not.
Why is that?
All right.
Oh, I know what this is. This is that Russell Crowe road rage movie.
Yes, it's. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. This is not for anyone who is squeamish about road rage sorts of things. If the concept of somebody flipping out because you cut them off or whatever, and then they just cannot stop and they relentlessly follow you and all that kind of stuff, if that puts you in like a super high anxiety state, avoid this movie like the plague. I will say this though,
shouldn't have cut me off.
If you want just what I think is basically a horror movie, then this is a good horror movie. With a lot of problems that come with horror movies. It's not perfect by any stretch, but this is a movie where Russell Crowe plays a guy called Man. He doesn't have an actual name. There's some other people in this thing. Let me pull it up here real quick. Unhinged.
What's the name of the movie?
Sorry, Unhinged. Sorry, I meant to say it.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Just dawned on me. Unhinged.
Unhinged 2020. This is a movie directed by Dick Bort, or Borte is the way they say it.
I watch all of his stuff.
Or sorry, Derek Bort. It's not Dick. Russell Crowe, Karen Pistorius, who is, I think, from she's from New Zealand. She's very good in this, and then her son, played by this kid named Gabriel Bateman. They're good actors. Everybody in this is pretty good. For the most part, you're not going to recognize anybody else aside from Russell Crowe. But the concept is, she tries to get past somebody who just seems to be not moving, and the lights change and they're still not moving, and it turns out it's Russell Crowe. And she goes around him and then gets mad and honks and yells at him. And then he pulls up and does that whole thing about courtesy tap and why didn't you give me one? And she basically has an opportunity in that scene to apologize, and she just refuses to do it. And because she refuses, Yeah, because she refuses to do it, he decides this is how he's going out. Yeah, not only that, he's going to go out. This is his way out of life. He's going to end it all, and we don't really know why.
Oh, geez.
We know that something bad happened the night before because there's some stuff at the beginning, but we don't know what has set this dude off. We just know that he is just hell-bent on making it hell for everybody he comes in contact with. It's basically like a stalker horror movie on the highway. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
like
there
I said,
a movie called The Hitcher that's like
there
that?
is a movie like, yes, except that's more like serial killer pretending to be hitching rides.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. This guy's in a
Dennis
truck.
Hopper doesn't care who he kills. In that one.
Right. But it's got, it's just got a lot of horror moments that reminded me of just like a structured horror movie, but done in this way. It doesn't have, you'd think by looking at, it wants to say a bunch of stuff about society and how short fused we are and how we're all ready to pop at any minute and all that. Kind of, but not, they don't really have a message to tell, or if they did, they didn't tell it. They basically just told me a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I'm kind of glad. I didn't need more. Let's get into the psyche of a really pissed off, angry white guy whose wife cheated on him. I don't need more of that because we have enough of those in real life and they shoot up schools, and I'm not interested in, I'm more interested in seeing those people stopped. But this was more like, I don't know, there was kind of a good old fashioned horror movie quality to it. And I enjoyed it. And the reason I picked this one this week is because Nicole took the one I really wanted to do. And she's going to be 100% right about how much she loves it. But if you're just looking for the flip side of the coin, something a little dark, something a little horror movie-ish, you could do a lot worse than Unhinged. It's fine.
When was the last time you used your horn?
Yesterday, actually, because
Did you?
there was a guy in front of us who was probably looking at his phone, and his head was down, and we were trying to get Carter somewhere. But we did the thing that in this movie they call a courtesy tap.
Yeah.
So I just went beep beep, and he went, he put his head up, waved at me, and then kept going. So it was fun.
Isn't it funny? I did the same thing Monday. I had to do that to somebody. But isn't it funny how whenever you do that, the person you honked at drives really fast, like they're making up for the time that they caused you.
Yeah, they kind of do. Which is, 99% of the time, movies have a way of making us think it's worse than it is. But 99% of the time, it's all fine. He just didn't see the light, and he waved to say, sorry, and whatever. And
exactly.
If you pull in somewhere you didn't mean to, you don't have somebody screaming at you. Usually they're just like kind of waving and cringing, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Like, that's most of life. This movie assumes that everyone is on this close of an edge to pop any second, and Russell Crowe decides
I've had to
go
use
nuts.
in the last 2 weeks my horn, not courtesy tap, like hitting it hard.
Really?
Hard.
Yeah. What was
So
it for?
the
What
first
happened?
time,
Yeah.
the woman, she didn't know how to drive. She thought she was going to go through the light. She thought she was going to go through the light. Clearly was not going to make it through the light. It was in a downtown area.
That was the actual sound. That was
there it is. Well done.
And
yeah.
she decided, I better not go, but I'm now halfway in the road. So she backs up. And I was keeping my distance, so it allowed her to back up.
Yeah.
She did not go into drive. She was still in reverse. We're sitting there. I'm like,
oh, geez. You could see her white light still on.
Yes.
Yep.
So the light turns green. She continues, and I'm like, no, don't back
Right.
into me.
You
Like,
know,
oh my God. Did you not think to take yourself out of reverse?
Yeah.
There's a great George Carlin bit about exactly that.
Yeah.
But you didn't follow her and then kill 8 people on the way while you were doing it, right?
No.
Okay, well then you're no man
then-
from Unhinged is what you're not. That's good.
A week later, the same thing happened to me. The exact same thing happened to me. And it was a FedEx truck. So he really couldn't see me. But for whatever reason, we're sitting at this light. He's not in reverse. But as soon as the light turns green, he goes into reverse. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, fire in my horn. It was.
Wow.
I don't know what it is in the water, but I'm staying off the road.
Yeah, people are weird. Here's a reenactment of Nicole's experience with the FedEx guy. Here. There you go. All right.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly. I'm freaking out. I'm like,
but yeah, again, this movie is not going to be This is not a, hey, you want to feel good? Go watch this. That's not what this is.
Right, yes.
If you want to just...
I have a feel good. I actually have two.
Oh, good.
You've probably already recommended this one, but I'm just now watching it.
Okay.
So I'm going to recommend it.
See what you got.
And put it in my feed.
We have done this, but it's okay.
I was probably not there.
Yep, I think I did this one a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, but don't let me stop you. And you think this is feel good?
No. I didn't say this was feel good.
Okay, good. All right.
The second one's going to be feel good.
Oh, this is the trailer.
Knock
Okay.
it off, Todd. I think Amber's been pretty clear about how she feels.
I'm nothing like my dad.
I want to be just like you.
I fought to keep this planet safe. Your power's got to be due any day now, son.
Morning. I'm scared, Dad. What if I can't do this?
Invincible. Yeah.
Invincible. So
that's
Mark...
Minari, isn't it? It's Minari.
Yeah, it's Minari with Stephen Yeun. You're right.
Yeah.
It's Minari. Yeah. Sorry, Stephen Yeun plays Invincible. That's why Brian's making the comparison.
That's why I made that joke.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nicole looked a little confused about what you were saying.
I'm like, I don't know. So Mark read these comics years and years ago. In fact, we have all of them downstairs. I started watching it the other night because I really enjoyed The Boys.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I love The Boys.
Yeah. Definitely in that vein. This is
It is
similar.
totally in that. In fact, the first episode, I was like, did I totally get this wrong? Like, I was like, did I not? I'm expecting the boys vibe. And the first part of the episode didn't give me that. It was like, I was like, oh, we're just going to go into
very traditional, right? Very traditional hero stuff. Yeah. It's all like, and then you get to the scene in episode 1.
Well, here's what's crazy. I was watching it, and right before I got to that scene, Mark came in to go to bed, and it's usually around 11:30. I'm like, well, I'll just finish it tomorrow. I am so glad I did, because I would have been up all night. Oh my God. I started it the next day. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I turned this off right before bed.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it. I'm only on episode 3. But they have finished the season, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
They have, and they really
came out this last weekend.
They really cranked through the story too. There's the season covers so much of those volumes, which I'm fine with. They really compress stuff, and it doesn't feel bad or anything. But for anyone who's read the comic, this thing got through, I don't know, volume 3 in the first 6 episodes or something. It's fast, but it's good. It's good. I think it needed to be sped up a little bit. Yeah, that show's cool. Seconded and thirded by Brian. We all like it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, of course, Mateo, I was watching a little bit about, I watch him without, they can't be in the room. And so Mateo peeks in, he goes, what you watching? I'm like, nothing for you.
But it looks like a cartoon, Mom.
Exactly, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So instead we watched my second recommendal, which... why is it not copying?
I don't know. This is a mystery wrapped in a riddle.
There we go. I'm sending it to you. Right. That's the clip I picked. We watched this the other night, and I loved it.
It's so good, dude. All right.
Good.
Here you go. We'll play it.
I never fit in for lots of reasons. But movies were always there for me. All right, Aaron, you're 58 years old, you're a hardened criminal, and you got nothing to lose. Go.
Oh no, it's Dog Cop.
I'm here to bust criminals and lick my own butt. And I'm all out of criminals.
I poured everything I had into getting into film school in LA. So after watching the epic Dog Cop saga and 84 of my finest short films, I'm sure the California College of Film would love to accept Katie Mitchell to film school.
The Posies.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
You guys, The Mitchells versus the Machines. This is the name of the movie.
This is a Netflix. Came out on Friday. I was like, hey, kids, let's watch this. This looks really good. I think I laughed more than the kids.
I laughed so
because it's probably one of my favorite movies, animated movies, in a very long time. It was so innovative. I love the use of emojis and the very relevant to today. I just
but not this is an important point, and I don't mean to interrupt, but that is one of the things I really loved about it too. But it didn't do it in this cloying sort of wink, wink. Hey, the internet, right? Like it didn't do that. It felt authentic.
Totally.
And that's hard to freaking do. And
that's cool.
It's a bunch of these, aging Gen Xer filmmakers that somehow deftly did it. It's also a Lord and Miller production. So these guys are, that's why it felt a little like the Lego movie and Lego Batman. It kind of had some of that quality to it.
Yeah.
Also the studio involved and some of the other people did Spider-Verse, and there's some of that in there where, there's a lot of words that pop up on screen and comic book kind of things,
fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, and that I think that's really hard to do, and this movie does it so well. It's so good. Oh my god.
The star of the show for me is the dog, Pig Loaf.
And Pig Loaf dog. Dog. What is it?
It kind of reminds me of our dog Dougie.
Yeah.
So the kids, every time the dog was involved, it was like, it's Dougie.
It's just like Dougie, yeah.
You
did a TikTok the other day where you were throwing meat at the dog or whatever. He was trying to catch
it. Pizza crust.
And all I could think of was, oh my gosh, they own the dog from that movie. That's just insane. And by the way, yeah, I know I look like the dad. Quit telling me, everybody. I get it. I look like the dad. I don't think like the dad, but I look a lot like him. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Stop sending me your emails.
It's so wonderful.
Isn't it great? Oh my gosh, that's good.
Cool.
If it doesn't win every animated feature thing next year, then we're doing this wrong, because it's one of those things that already it feels like whatever Pixar does, I'm sure will be great, but maybe this one time could we just, or I guess this fourth time, can we give it to somebody else?
Yeah. So there's a concept in the movie though that my brain took it further than I probably should have. When the humans go in the pods.
Oh yeah.
Like all I kept thinking was, where's the bathroom?
I do this too. There's a little claustrophobia with that concept. Yeah. I actually thought of Brian, because he's not much on closed spaces either, right, Brian?
No,
if I remember right.
I'm very claustrophobic. So
when you see this, there's this pod thing that you'll see that the movie takes kind of lightly, but my first thought was like, oh, I don't want to be in that tight little space.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I go the next step. Too much Invincible, too much.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is lighthearted, fun, cute. There's a giant Furby. It's so fun.
The whole Furby scene is amazing.
Oh yeah, I think that's a clip I've seen from this. So
it's so good.
I'm adding it to my list right now.
What's great about it is the movie's mostly fake stuff, like not mostly, but there's it's not like real toys or real whatever, but these are like legit Furbies. And Furbies are creepy, and they even use like the voices of these real Furbies. It's weird.
Have you seen the long Furbies?
No.
Kim Price made. It's like a Furby, and it's like a worm. I don't understand it.
Oh, look at this. I just did a quick Google search. Whose
crazy.
idea is this? This is insane.
Oh, wow.
Sent a Furby.
What?
That's disturbing.
Isn't it?
Why?
It's so disturbing. I don't understand it.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, learn something new every day.
I've de-skinned my Furby, so.
Did you do that, really?
I guess just skinned it. Yeah.
Do you have him handy? I want to see him.
Yeah, he's around the corner. Give me 5 seconds.
Go grab him. I want to see the skin Furby.
Creepy.
But the Furbies in this movie and that entire scene, just, I don't know. I was smiling hardcore the entire time.
Me too.
And the family stuff was like legit heartfelt stuff. Like that father-daughter stuff really hits home with me, and it just, I don't know. I just couldn't get enough of it.
I heard that if you watch the trailer, don't. It like summarizes the whole movie in the trailer. Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it.
Just watch it. Don't watch a trailer.
It's a Netflix original. This would have been in theaters had things been normal. Oh, look at that, dude. That's freaky, Brian. Ugh. How'd you know to do that? Or why? Oh my gosh, dude. How did you know to make him naked? Was this like a project or what?
Yeah, I guess, I mean, it really just kind of cut the cloth around his body, and then that's all.
I think I prefer it. I think I prefer it. That's weird.
Yeah, well, I kind of do too, actually.
This thing's full of Furbies, and it's pretty
Everybody's on the
ingenious.
check. Kill it with fire.
I know, this one won't shut up now for the next half hour.
Yeah. But I loved,
It's
like,
just
there were some
sneaky.
really good, subtle, satiric pokes at everybody from Apple to Google to Facebook to the tech world in general. And they did it in a way that was, again, it felt earned and authentic and not cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, but at the end of the day, every good animated film has an aspect of something to do with family in it. Even when there's an orphan, or even whenever it's about what what family you have and where
It's
you have
human
them.
connection.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
And this movie is all about that. And even when it gets ridiculous, that holds it together. And the ridiculous works somehow. Those two extra robots, they were played by Fred Armisen and
Oh, I love the robots.
yeah, they were great. Debbie the robot, and what was the other one they called it? I don't remember what they called it. That was great.
Eric?
Eric and Deborah.
Eric and Eric.
Yeah. And then they had the phone. I don't want to give anything away, but the Olivia Colman is a freaking gem in this. She's amazing. It's just so good. And Eastbound and Down is perfect for the dad. I would have never even called it, but he's a great voice for the dad. I can't think of his name though. Who was on Eastbound and Down? Brian, help me.
The curly hair guy.
Yes, I had his name yesterday, and it's blanking today.
Damn it!
Gotta look at the chat room for this one. Danny McBride.
Danny
yes.
McBride. He's the dad, and he's
The curly head guy.
Curly head guy.
Maya Rudolph's the mom. She's great as always.
She's wonderful. I loved her action scene.
The kids were great. The son, the boy, they went with like this guy's normal like adult man voice, and for some reason it works. It's like actually funny. It's just great. I couldn't say enough about it. When I heard Nicole was going to recommend it, I was like, all right, I'm doing Unhinged so that I can end on this happy note, because
Maya, Maya,
that's
Maya.
They take that song and they
My
meme it.
kids love this song now.
Yeah, it's really great. Anyway, stop what you're doing and go watch Mitchell's versus the Machines. It's very good. All right.
Yay.
Oh, and they I like that they just sneak it in there, but I liked how they did it. That the daughter's gay. She's a lesbian. I don't know if you noticed this, but at the end they say, "You're gonna bring your new girlfriend home to see us." Oh yeah, I'm bringing. She's dating the girl she met at college, and they just don't make a big deal out of it. They're just like, yeah, this is who she is. So which I liked. I liked that.
Me too.
Yeah. Anyway, go see it. It's fantastic. Someone heard me say that, and now they're not going to see it, but that's their problem. Anyway, that's it. Nicole, these are great. And here's the thing: if you guys want to know what we talked about, sometimes you forget while we're talking about it, right?
Because guess what? Look, there's my note.
There's her note, her sticky note, and
an actual pen and ink and pen and paper right there.
Oh my Lord, it's insane how careful she is. So anyway, if you want to follow her on Twitter, she's at Nicole Spag. She'll put all that stuff up. We'll retweet it on our account, and you'll be in the know. Nicole, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great week.
See you, Nicole.
Bye now. She got less choppy as the call went on. She started out very choppy.
Yeah.
She's not choppy now.
Not at all. Yeah, and this thing is still talking. Just
those things will never shut up.
Yeah.
All right. That's the show. You have all heard it. So proof in the pudding. We're done, except a quick email from Joel, who sent an email to themorningstream@gmail.com. We love your emails. Keep them coming. He says, Brian and Scott, y'all crack me up when you talk about typography and Comic Sans on TMS. You should watch the Teen Titans Go episode, season 6, episode 52, that just aired, called Zimdings. They hit on much of what you said in their hilarious way. Thanks for the show, Joel. So apparently there's like a whole typography episode of Teen Titans Go, which is a way better kids show than it should be. It's very good.
It's right. It is. Yeah. Tristan used to watch all the time, and I had no problem sitting there and watching it with him.
Yeah. Like there are jokes in there that only you got because they know that some adults are watching, and it's also it's just great. So I'm going to go check that out. I'm all about making fun of Comic Sans.
Comic Sans and probably Papyrus. Papyrus
is
probably
a good
in there
one.
too.
Yeah. Get that shit off of your what was the movie that used it?
Avatar.
God dang it. As soon as that came up at the end, I went, oh, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Ruined it, James Cameron. What are you thinking? He's probably making out with what's her name. Anyway, So there you go. Thanks, Joel. And anyone else have any thoughts, feelings, stuff you want to recommend, comments about the show? We don't care. themorningstream@gmail.com. Patreon.com/TMS is how you support the show, and all the details about that, submitting music, contacting us, getting a hold of us, all that stuff can be found over at frogpants.com/TMS. I think the Kickstarter just ended. Let me just check.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Oh
no, 4 minutes, says Sales Geek.
4 minutes left. Okay,
Yep.
I'm looking. Oh, you're right. 4 minutes
It's
to
your
go.
last chance, people. Get in there. If you haven't supported it, go do it. Do it. Do it.
Yep. 4-minute warning. I'm going to do that on Twitter real quick. 4-minute warning. Boom. Okay. Well, if you hadn't gotten in now, 4 minutes until you can, and then you're out. All right.
That's it.
Brian, speaking of out, let's play a song. What do you want to play? What do you got?
Oh, fine. If I have to. No, this I shouldn't set this one up with comedy because it begins kind of sad. Matt Homer wrote in and said, "Hello, guys. I've been a long-time listener and patron. You guys helped promote my wife's art, ahdesigns.art, last year to help her after losing her job from COVID. I can't thank you enough for all the amazing laughs you've provided in the past several years. The past month, the laughs have been even more appreciated as my mother, Martha, who is 67, passed away on April 5th. She had been battling health complications from Crohn's and diabetes for a couple of years, and though it was hard to see her go, it's a relief knowing that her pain is no more. We often awoke on Saturday mornings to oldies, specifically the Beach Boys, blaring on the stereo while Mom baked or cleaned. When we finally pried ourselves out of bed and made it downstairs, we were greeted by her amazing smile and "Good morning. Did I wake you?" May 5th being 1 month since her passing, hearing a cover of or by the Beach Boys would be wonderfully appreciated. If May 5th is taken, any day around then would be okay. Thanks again for all the amazing work you guys do. Your show is always a highlight of my day. Best, Matt in Marion, Pennsylvania.
Oh, sorry about that, Matt. Sorry about your mom. Yeah. It's too young.
It is absolutely too young. And I can't hear Marion, Pennsylvania without thinking about the song called Entering Marion. Nice. Anyway, it is exactly what you think it is.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yes.
Lovely.
It's actually really funny. But let's talk about this song. It's so easy for me to pull a Beach Boys song and make it God Only Knows. But in this case, I'm not doing that because I really like this other Beach Boy. Well, there's a lot of Beach Boys songs I like. I love anything off of the Pet Sounds album, which was their answer to, the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper was their answer to Pet Sounds. Maybe I do have that reversed. Anyway, Pet Sounds is an amazing album. If you haven't heard it, go listen to that album. One of the songs on there was called Hang On to Your Ego, and it was written by Brian Wilson after he experienced an LSD, trying LSD for the first time. He wrote the lyrics to this song, and even though it doesn't reference drugs directly, Mike Love knew the story behind it. Mike Love, being one of the vocalists for the Beach Boys, said, "I'm not going to sing that." And so Brian Wilson rewrote it as I Know There's an Answer. This version by Aaron Sprinkle. My God, Furby is still talking.
Yeah, I was going to say, your Furby is seriously vocal, man. That's amazing.
He really is. Yeah, exactly.
Won't stop, can't stop.
I know I should snip his little speaker wire, but I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, this is a cover by Aaron Sprinkle where he actually combines elements from both the original Hang On to Your Ego and the rewrite I Know There's an Answer. This was part of Pace Magazine's Sampler, issue 1. It is a cover by Aaron Sprinkle of the Beach Boys. Here is I Know There's an Answer.
Perfect. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of TMS. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Did you hear they removed that from Prime the minute we watched it? And it's gone now.
Did they really?
Yeah.